Hi everyone, this is the tutorial for Answerphone. My name's Billy from Piano Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. Okay, so we are in standard tuning for this, and there's an introduction. Now, there's a lot of chords for this song, so yeah, we'll break it down one step at a time. So the introduction cycles between two chords, E minor and A dominant 7, also known as A7. E minor is an open E string, 2-2, on the A and D strings, and then open for the rest. So that's E minor, that's the first chord. We'll talk about strumming in just a moment. A7, however, has an open A string, 2 on the D string, 0 on the G, 2 on the B, and an open E string. And we cycle between those two chords 4 times like this. Now, strumming wise, with my plectrum I'm playing down, 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 and then a down up, but I'm stressing that third down, so I'm kind of accenting it. So you can hear I'm just pushing that volume a little bit. And I'm doing the same for the A7. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So that'll get you through if you play it 4 times in a row for the introduction. Okay, so we have a bunch of chords in this next part of the song, and I'll be honest, I'm not too sure what to call this section. I want to call it a verse, but it kind of has lots of different parts to it, so you can call it whatever you want. However, these are the chords for it. We start off with, which is when Tom sings, an E minor to A7. Just like the introduction, we'll play it twice. 1, 2. Before we then change to some new chords. So, strap in. Here we go. B minor is the first chord, which is going to be a bar chord, which is a bar chord on fret 2 of the A string all the way down. And we'll have frets 4 and 4 on the D and G, with a 3 on the B string. We'll play that for 2 beats. Before losing the barred finger, but keeping the rest of it there, and having an open A string with the rest of the chord. That's what we call a B minor slash A. It's a type of slash chord. Before having a full bar of E major, which is 0 on the E string, 2, 2 on the A and D, 1 on the G, 0 on the remaining strings. So, this is the first line of the verse. Many more to come. So let me just cycle around those again. E minor, A7, E minor, E7, B minor slash A, and a full bar of E major. Okay, so there's the first part. Let's keep going. D major is the next chord, which is an open D string, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, and 2 on the high E string. We have a full bar of that D major chord. Before we go to a chord of B dominant 7, not to be confused with our B minor chord from earlier, B7 is 2 on the A string, 1 on the D, 2 on the G, open B, and 2 on the high E. And we have a full bar of that. So after that we have E minor for a bar, before going to C major, and a quick change to G major. So even more new chords. Now just before I show you how to play the C and G chord and then the rest of the chords, if you're interested in getting the chord charts for this, as well as the chords and the lyrics matching up, head on over to Patreon. There's a link in the description for that. And it saves you from writing all this out, potentially making a mistake, because trust me, when I was writing it out, it took a while. So yeah, consider getting that. Just a few dollars, yeah. So, the C chord, we have 3 on the A string, 2 on the D string, an open G string, 1 on the B, and an open E, C major. And then the G shape was 3 on the top string, 2 on the A, 0, 0, 0, and then a 3 on the high E string. Okay, so that is the second part. Let me just go over that part again. D major, B7, E minor, C to G. The next part continues with G and goes to E minor. Then B minor, We then have A minor. Open A string, 2, 2 on the D and G, 1 on the B, and an open E string. You'll have a quick change from that A minor chord to D major, then G and C. So we then get to the next chord. Now the next chord, I'll admit I'm not 100% sure with. I can't hear it very well on the track, but there's this clashing kind of sound. Tom Odell loves to use these types of chords. And what I'm going to do, I've got as close as I can to the sound. We're going to take this C chord and move everything up a fret. And it'll sound a bit strange, but he then resolves it back to the C chord. So what happens is, he'll play this chord here, which is a type of C sharp chord, I guess. He'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Then he'll do it again. And then he does it one more time. So that's a very strange way to end this section of the song. So just think C major, put everything up a fret, and then resolve it back down to the normal C major chord. Right, did you get all those chords? Because there's more. Thankfully though, a lot of it is just repetition. So we have this little small link section. And this link section is just like the introduction, E minor to A7. And then you repeat it a second time. We then take everything that we've just done and we just about repeat it. There is a small change to the end of the chord progression, typically, of Tom Odell, and let's go over that now. So when we get to that awkward part with the C sharp chord, that not so nice sounding chord, when you play that for the second time round, you'll go to a D major chord. Then you'll go to that C sharp, to the C major, before going to one more chord. Now it's just worth mentioning that, yeah, it's probably worth checking out that Patreon link for the PDFs of everything, so yeah, because there's just tons of chords here. So the last chord that we'll need is a C minor, which is 3 on the A string. We're going to bar that, in fact, with 5 and 5 on the D and G strings, 3 on the B, and then the barred finger at the bottom. And that C minor gets you through the second half of the song. There is then a very small outro. We're nearly at the end of the song now, guys. So there's a G major, C minor, before going to G major to end the song. If you found this video useful, if you've got any use out of that, then please like and subscribe. It took a while to get through this song, and the Patreon post will go in more detail with everything you need. So yeah, check that out. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching, so please like and subscribe. Thanks to the people on the screen. Those are my active patrons, and I'll see you in the next video.